Have you ever wondered why we get angry and how it can impact our lives? Let's take a moment to delve into the nature of anger. It's a fundamental human emotion, an instinctual response to threats, injustices, or perceived wrongs. It's like an internal alarm system, alerting us when something's not right. However, it's not just about the emotional aspect. Anger has profound impacts on our physical and mental health as well. When anger flares, our heart rate quickens, blood pressure rises, and stress hormones flood our system. This constant state of arousal can lead to a myriad of health issues, from heart disease to depression. On the mental front, unmanaged anger can cloud our judgment and impair our ability to think clearly. It can damage relationships and lead to regrettable actions. Remember, anger itself isn't the enemy, it's a natural response that serves a purpose. The real challenge lies in how we handle this powerful emotion. Understanding anger is the first step to managing it effectively, so how do we do this? Managing anger is not about bottling it up, but about addressing it in a healthy and constructive way. Let's delve into some effective techniques that can help you manage anger. First up, breathing exercises. When anger flares, our heart rates increase and our bodies tense up. By focusing on your breath, taking slow, deep inhalations and exhalations, you can calm your body's physical response to anger, giving you a chance to address the situation with a clear mind. Next, cognitive restructuring, a fancy term for changing the way you think. When anger strikes, we often jump to negative, extreme thoughts. Cognitive restructuring involves retraining your brain to replace these thoughts with more rational and less anger-inducing ones. This doesn't mean you have to become an eternal optimist, but rather, to approach situations realistically and logically. Problem solving is another useful technique. Sometimes our anger stems from problems we find overwhelming. Instead of letting the frustration boil over, try breaking the problem down into manageable parts and tackle each one at a time. This can help diffuse the anger and make the problem seem less daunting. Better communication can also help manage anger. Misunderstandings and miscommunications often fuel anger. So before you let your emotions take over, take a moment to express your feelings in an assertive yet non-confrontational way. Using humor is another technique that can diffuse tension. A lighthearted joke or a funny perspective can often break the cycle of escalating anger. However, keep in mind that sarcasm or mocking humor can often make things worse, so it's crucial to keep your humor positive and general. Lastly, changing your environment. Sometimes the simplest way to cool down is to remove yourself from the situation that's causing the anger. Whether it's stepping outside for a breath of fresh air or moving to a quieter space, a change of scenery can provide a much-needed break from a stressful situation. These techniques may seem simple, but they require practice and patience to master, but remember, the results are worth the effort. So what are the key takeaways from our discussion on anger management? Firstly, we learned that anger is a natural emotion, not something to be feared or avoided. It's how we handle this emotion that defines its impact on our lives. Mismanaged anger can lead to a host of problems, affecting our health, relationships, and overall quality of life. Secondly, we explored a variety of techniques to manage anger effectively. These include deep breathing, counting to 10, taking a step back, and practicing mindfulness. Each technique is a tool in the toolbox, so don't be discouraged if one doesn't work for you. Keep trying and experimenting. Finally, we emphasize the importance of patience and practice. Mastering anger management is not an overnight process. It's a journey that requires commitment and consistency. So, take a deep breath, count to 10, and take control of your anger, not let it control you.